So, Anton, tell me about camp.
So we're running a new camp at Musser Scout Reservation, which is known as our STEM Adventure Day Camp. Now, this camp is for um, youth who can be first through fifth grade, so that's our Cub Scout age, but also for youth who are sixth through eighth grade, so in the Scout Space age range. But it doesn't necessarily have to be someone who is involved in scouting. We recommend for any Cubs or Scouts who want to go as well. But if they have friends or members of the community who are not involved, they can attend as well. This camp is, like I said, at Musser Scout Reservation at our Camp Garrison facilities, and it is all focused around STEM. So, rockets, weather, robots, all sorts of things STEM based. The starting price is $370 per week, but there is a rate if you're signed up with Scouts, either with would be a Cub Scout pack of $325. For our older youth, it's a little pricier at $385, but the Scout rate would be $340. We're running 6 weeks of program. Our first week starting June 24th, and then our last week ends on August 2nd. It's a really great opportunity for Scouts to get the camp. It's not a resident camp, but if it's something easier for parents to have their Scouts attend, I highly recommend it. And with those prices, there is also the option of transportation included, which would be busing. So that's a little bit about our STEM Adventure Day camp.
Okay. So now shifting towards like the OA side of this conversation, some more OA questions. So when did you first join the OA?
I joined the Order of the Arrow week 6, 2018 at Rustic Falls Scout Reservation.
Oh, excellent. You did it at camp. Very good.
Yep.
So tell me about your ordeal experience. Did it rain? What was your project? How did you feel during the ordeal process? Like, what was it like?
So during the process, it was just it was rainy. Yes, very much rainy. It rained all day. They moved the ceremony to ecology. That's what they do when it rains.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more so a mind over matter process, because back when I did my ordeal, there was no, and not to throw shade on anyone who does it during these days, but we weren't allowed to talk at 3:00. So that vow of silence really meant until after the ceremony. And then I took that serious, so not talking for a whole day, just really like reflecting on my thoughts and inner self actually helped me do some deeper thinking on who I wanted to be, where I wanted to end up at, and where would I see myself at in the next 3 years.
Very good.
So it's more spiritual than anything. So
I like how you touched upon that, because a lot of people say that. So it's good that you had a similar experience.
yeah.
So in the OA, you already kind of listed all the positions you've had, but you did everything from chapter to Brotherhood Committee to now you're the incoming Lodge Chief for 2024. So we're going to skip that question just because you kind of already told us about your different experiences. But I love it that you kind of truly worked up your way in the OA. Like you were doing chapter stuff, the committee stuff, and now you're the incoming Lodge Chief. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how has the Order of the Arrow enhanced your scouting experience?
I can honestly say 100%. Without it, it probably wouldn't be me in Scout still. Because for those who don't know, I did not earn the rank of Eagle Scout. So I took the Order of the Arrow as this will be my full throttle, 100%, what I want to work towards. And this is what I want out of the scouting program. I took a different route. I did not get Eagle Scout because I couldn't have. I got it. It was a by choice thing, and that's what I wanted to make clear. It's a by choice thing because I chose the lodge. I felt like if I put my 100% focus into this, it'll put this 100% love back into me, and then I met lifelong brothers. I have numerous opportunities. It's just a great thing, honestly. I would recommend for my kids, their kids, and then their kids. Like, it's just something I want to keep doing.
Excellent. So what's your favorite memory from the Order of the Arrow?
NOAC 2022. It was honestly not even going there. It was just the bus ride, the energy, the enthusiasm, just everybody everybody was so amped and happy to be on the bus. And then for 7 hours, it was just all positivity, fun and games. Everybody got to connect it on a deeper level. It was just like that fun and fellowship you get out of an OA weekend, but on a week-long aspect was amazing.
Excellent. So, how does it feel to be the next chief of Unami Lodge 1?
Honestly, it feels unreal, but I always knew I wanted it. So I just had to take the time and play it right to get it, because I always felt as though that I wanted to do more. I just needed to know when the time was right. So I took some years to observe past chiefs such as Aiden and Luke and Pat and Liam. Got to work under all of them closely, and I felt as though I can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I went for. I feel like now, as in it's getting closer and closer to January 6th, it's just like, oh wow, it's actually coming. But you're ready for it. I'm in the mindset where I won't let anything deteriorate me from doing a good job.
Gotcha. Very good. And January 6th is the lodge dinner, for those who don't know, where you will you take over January 1st, but like the January 6th is like the full ceremony and like installation of the officers, so you'll like ceremoniously take over then. So that should be exciting. So what are your goals for the lodge as chief? Is there anything you want to achieve? Is there like certain areas of focus you have? What does that look like to you?
So for those who don't know, Unami Lodge 1 has been working very closely with the Thrive Committee. The Thrive Committee is a program that will enhance our numbers all around the board, starting with, camp promotions down to chapter inductions and membership numbers, just picking everything back up to where we were pre-pandemic. And the one thing that they brought out to us is our brotherhood conversion rate. This year has been very beautiful. Shout out to the entire Brotherhood Committee and everyone who helped make that possible. But I want to keep that number, because that number was hard to obtain, and I feel as though if we take our foot off the pedal, we'll lose the number that we just got. So I want to maintain that number, and the main thing I also want to do is I talked about it in my speech, was the Lodge Chief Hotline, direct access to me, the other officers, just ideas, little segments every now and then. I've been working very closely with, I don't want to spoil it, just a couple people in the lodge though. We're going to, just like a once a month segment type of thing where you guys send in questions, we answer them, or we even put you on for interviews type of thing. A hotline. Yeah, a hotline. So I don't want to give too much detail into it without giving it away, but
I got you.
Yeah, it's something that I think everyone will enjoy.
Very good. And then, what advice would you give the other folks who want to join the Order of the Arrow, get more active, and especially to other African American scouters like yourself?
Start locally. It is okay to have a smaller position first. The more you gun for a higher position, the more people will look at you as you're just doing it for the name. Work your way up the ladder. Let people see you are devoted to this type of work. Let people see that this is what you want to do. And once you work your way up the ladder, once you build yourself, there's no limitations to where you'll be. The only people that can put limits on your work and well-being is yourself. So.
I like that. Okay, so I'm going to end the recording there, and then we can just chat about next steps.
Excellent. Now tell me about Resica Falls.
So Resica Falls is our Scouts BSA camp in the Poconos. It is 4,200 acres. Really beautiful property. I worked there for 3 summers of my life, and I do really love it. That is for our typical Scout summer camp, earning merit badges. We have afternoon adventures now, so it's not all day classes of merit badges, but there is adventures in the afternoon that scouts can go on, such as canoeing on the Delaware River, or going to Fossil Rock and jumping into the natural swimming hole. So it's a really great opportunity for those scout troops to attend. If you can't attend with your troop, there's options to go with our Provisional Troop 1. So you can go up and be put with other scouts whose troops aren't attending Rustica. There's also a couple high adventure opportunities at Rustica for older scouts such as Fall and Run and Paddlerama on the Delaware River.
Excellent. Thank you, Anton.